This is Coach DeMarco, and in today's episode of Focus, I'm going old school with the whiteboard to share with you a play that I call 5-Mo Flex. Previously, I shared with you a 5-out motion offense or continuity offense, and this is going to add the flex ending or a flex wrinkle to it. The flex offense is widely used in high school, college, and at the professional levels, or at the very least, the flex cut or some element of the flex offense is used by almost every team. So even if you don't run a 5-out offense, this could be a quick hitter that you implement with your team that will get you a nice layup or an open shot at the end. I'm going to jump right into this one. And the first thing I want to share with you is the action to get into this set. You can start with a down screen and a pop to the wing, or you can start with the 4-player or whoever it is that you have down here, back screening for the 2, who would then cut to the basket, and the 4 can just open up. Whatever your preference is in this situation, those are 2 options that I like to use. I'm going to put the players out here, and in a 5-out type offense, these players are all pretty interchangeable. You can designate players in positions or spots that you might want to work for your team. I'm going to put our 4 over here and 5 over here. Again, they should be interchangeable. Technically, if we're going 5-out, 5 would start out in the corner, but what I would do is have them walk down their guy before popping out to the wing off this pin down. So I'm actually going to start the 4 and the 5 down in on the blocks. If you wanted to run this with a 1-2-2 set, you could do it that way as well, again, depending on personnel. Either way, we're going to go from 1 to 2, and we're going to have 1 screen down for 4, and this is how the motion continuity offense would start, and 4 is going to pop up to the top. So we're going to end up with 2 having the basketball. We're going to end up with our 1 player down on the block. 4 would normally pop up to the top of the key. I'm going to have them move over a little bit tighter because we're going to try to get a pass from slot to slot like we would do in the flex offense. So we're then going to have, typically in the continuity, 3 screen down for 1 who would pop to the wing. I'm going to have 3 screen, a little different angle, and have our 1 player pop up so we could go slot to slot, as I mentioned in this scenario. So we're going to end up with 3 down here and 1 over here and 2 as the basketball. And that's all going to happen pretty rapidly in this particular situation. So this is where we're going to then get into the flex options off of this. We're going to have 2 pass up to 4. 4 is going to catch, and our 2 player is going to hard cut to the weak side corner, and at the same time, 3 is going to cut to the block, and 5 is going to walk out to the corner. So we're going to have 5 in the corner. We're going to have 3 who made their cut, and then we're going to end up with our 2 player who cut across in this corner. And you can see how this gets us nicely into the flex. We're then going to go from 4 over to 1. We're going to get a screen. We're going to get 5 on our flex cut. And then the next thing we're going to do is get 4 to down screen for 3, who can pop to the elbow, or they could pop higher out for a 3-pointer. My experience is this option or this option is usually open after we start out in our motion offense and then transition into this flex option out of it. Again, you can run this as a quick hitter. It doesn't have to be a set that you use out of a 5-out offense. You can gear it to whatever you want. Regardless of what you do, it's going to give you some great options with a flex ending, and I love to use the flex in these types of situations. Hope this works for your team. Get better every day.